Now, Amos, I met at the Moyo restaurant on the Durban Promenade. You know that Moyo restaurant over there? Okay. And he was our waiter. And Amos struck me as an incredible individual up front. I'm going to let you tell your story. I'm just going to tell you what I observed of you. But this individual is so well spoken, you can tell that he is destined for the top. He's had a lot of challenges in his life, but having his opportunity to be here and to express himself will only give him more growth and more opportunities for the future. I'm not going to say too much more. I'm going to let Amos talk, all right?
My name is Amos Singh. In my ID, it's Amos Singh, but then the name that I got from home is Tabang. Reason being is originally I'm Sotho, but then I grew up in KZN and my mom married an Indian guy, which intended me to get adopted by the Indian guy, right? And then I grew up, and when I tell people my surname, they'll be like, huh? Singh. Okay. And then growing up in KZN, there's a lot of Indians there, so they'll be like, hey, you Charo, eh? So, yeah. So, like with my growing up as well, my greatest challenge was completing school. Reason being is my mom was a housewife, and then my mom couldn't afford much. And in grade 10, I made it an accident, and I partially cannot see with my left eye. Reason being of that day, so I failed my grade 10. But still, it felt very. I felt very bad. Oh, I felt very bad.
Keep going, bro.
Okay, I don't feel like going back to school. And but then I have a friend which is my best friend for 16 years right now. His mom actually is like someone who's really close to me, so she gave me advice of going back to school. And then I went back to school in matric. It was very difficult in matric with finishing off school. Reason being is my mom had a second divorce as well, so I had to adjust to that situation of moving off from where I used to stay, coming from a brick house, like a block house, like a 3-room house, going off to a mud house, whereas I had to stay with my granny, but walking an extra like distance just going to school was a really big challenge. But then throughout that day, I looked at it as an achievement of just finishing off my matric as well. So I managed off to finish my matric with a bachelor's pass today, say. Um, right. So when I finished matric, like from grade 9 to grade 10, I've always believed in the holidays. I do not sit at home and think of asking my mom for bread, rather than I go and ask for part-time jobs and then come back home and giving mom something from there. So in grade 12, after I had my matric ball, I went to exhaust shop and then I asked them for a job, and they were like, do you have an experience? And I was like, no, but I'm willing to work. So they gave me a job which was paying 1,200 rands a week. I worked over December, January. When January came, the boss asked me if I'd like a better position. Then I declined it. Reason being is I was accepted in Durban University of Technology for tourism management. So I told him I can't take the job, and then he was like, why? I'm gonna give you more money. But I was like, my passion is tourism, because I highly like uh, dealing with customers and having to see customer service. At the end of the day, a customer being happy, that makes me happy at the end of the day. I'm one of those people there who loves dealing with customers. Like Mark said, when he came over to Moyo Ushaka, Moyo gets packed with customers. And if there's a lot of customers in a restaurant, customer service is really low. But I was one of those people. If I'd go past a table and they'd be like, I didn't get this drink, and whatever. So I try my best in order for them to get whatever they need. Like when Mark came along with his family, his service was delayed. So he explained his situation. I didn't know him. And then when I got to the bar, actually, I managed to push his orders. And then when I got to him, I started taking pictures, because at Moyos, you need to keep a memory, which is pictures. So I started taking pictures, and I'm very good with the camera in terms of angles, in which when you're taking a picture, it's not about just taking a picture. You have to know how the light is reflecting, and as well as how your angle of the camera is. So that's what I did. And Mark really recommended that I'm talented, which I didn't even know. Yeah, thank you.